So what do we got next here? We've taken care of trucks. We've taken care of street stocks. So looks like we may have a B main for our Sportsmen. Is that what we got coming up next?
Correct. I almost went with last year's sponsor. The M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman 20-lap B feature top 4 will advance to our A. And your field in the 26, starting on pole, Kenny Head, making the trip over from Kalamazoo Speedway. Clarity Patton from the direct other side of the state in the 22 is next in line. Zach Johnson in the 21, Cole Marr in the 36, Rich Mahalik in the 11, Jim Dorman in Russ Kolb's number 89. It'll be Steve Prusnell in the 42, Chris Brunette in the 04, Mike Beach in the 11, he's out there. Looks like the 68 of Robert Stewart, Cody Dorman in the 07 answering the call as well. 20 laps will be the distance. Your top 4 finishers move into our A main coming up later on this evening. $2,500 to win for that one.
And Clarity Patton there, that's a brand new machine for her after hers was totaled the last time we had the Late Model Sportsman here. Big bad crash. Turns 1 and 2 and her throttle stuck, so that's a new car for her here tonight.
You know, it was actually even more wild than just a throttle sticking, Roger. Apparently when she hit the wall, the hood compressed and the air cleaner actually was pressing down on the throttle linkage.
Oh my.
So it wasn't a traditional stuck throttle as much as it was kind of a...
mechanically stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. No kidding.
All right, so we got our field here, 11 cars strong. Top 4 will advance. The rest of them get promoted to spectator. Or I guess they could I don't know, they could walk across the street, maybe try to find something in the field, but why would you do that when you've already paid for a pit pass?
Right.
You might as well hang out and watch racing.
I want to see how this one ends up. A couple of new cars here tonight, including at number 68 there at Taylor Robert Stewart. Now that's that's a flat rock street stock.
Yeah, you can tell it has no rear window or spoiler. Just coming out here for the fun of it. So we'll get our field tightened up here, ready to go. 20 laps will be the plan. Top 4 advance to our A main. Last chance qualifier for the M&K Truck Center's Late Model Sportsman here on M&K Truck Center Late Model Sportsman Invitational Night. Originally, this was going to be the Love's Travel Stop 150 for the UARA National Tour with a couple other big late model events going on over in Wisconsin this weekend. We decided we would play nice with all of our dates and move that event to a Wednesday in September. September 11th it will be the date for that one.
Yeah, that'll be a Wednesday night show. That should be a really good one, especially with the Toledo's big show that following Saturday. So we're hoping that will benefit both facilities.
Get all the late models up here to the Michigan, Ohio area.
And that's a pretty big paying event for our Wednesday night show, as a matter of fact. So
yeah, I believe it's $15,000 to win for the template-bodied super late models. And somebody having some issues reading a lineup sheet, so we'll get a couple cars flipped around here.
All right, looks like we finally got the lineup where it needed to be.
All right, so 20 laps will be the distance. Kenny Head in the 26, Clarity Patton in the 22 will lead him around. Top 4 move on to the A main. We'll see who makes it. Coming through turns 3 and 4. Green flag is out. We are underway.
Who will take the coveted 4 positions to move up? Right now, Head has the advantage. Patton in the 2nd spot. Here comes the 21 falling in the 3rd. That's Zach Johnson. Johnson takes a peek to the bottom side. Patton can't get it done. The first 3 are nose to tail.
Yeah, first 3 are nose to tail, but it's a little hairier from there back. Mahalik in the 11, Dorman in the 89 doing battle for that final transfer spot.
Boy, I think there would be a big opportunity there if the 89 could get himself into a transfer position. Dorman behind the wheel of that machine this week.
Yeah, he also has his street stock out here as well. Had to pull off early from his heat race with some mechanical issues.
Just trying to figure out who is not sounding good. If it's either the 04 or the 68 back there. As your front 3 now threaten to pull away. Kenny Head still your race leader. Clarity Patton in the 2nd spot. These 3 don't have to necessarily drive each other very aggressive. The big deal is trying to make it into the A main. And right now, as long as they follow each other here, they've got themselves a nice distance before you get to that 4th place car of Rich Mahalik. And he's trying to hold off the 89 of Jim Dorman. The 04 off the pace down the back straightaway. Christopher Burnett out of Clinton Township, well off the pace, staying out of harm's way. As Robert Stewart going to go a lap down here to your leaders. 6 laps complete, 14 to go. It's still Kenny Head out front. Watching the bubble position, still about a straightaway back from your front 3 as they're all trying to get around this lap car. That 68 car finally getting down out of the way. But watching that bubble position for Rich Mahalik has it for now, but Jim Dorman closely watching, and he's got the 36 right behind him. That's Cole Marr out of Linden. Here we go, battle for that bubble position right now, Chris.
Yeah, Jim Dorman has it, but not by very much. Mahalik right on the back bumper. Cole Marr in the 36 looking to get in there as well. Might have a challenge at the front of the field, maybe, but it looks like your top 3 pretty content to move on. Mahalik once again shows the nose to Dorman off at turn 4. We're running at 11 laps in, 9 to go.
And your front 3, about a quarter of a lap ahead of that battle for the 4th and final transfer spot. As it's shaping up to be a good one here as they come down. 8 remain, and that final transfer spot still belonging to Jim Dorman. Your front 3 make their way out of turn number 4. Oh, problems for your race leader. Your race leader with problems. He waves his hands as Kenny Head takes his car to the pits.
Tough break for the 26 ahead. He'll make it off over in turn 2 mostly.
Oh, and he is not gonna make it.
Yeah, so we'll be forced to throw the caution there.
Oh, and he knew it about just as he exited turn number 4. The hand went out the window, and you heard no motor underneath that
You're
car.
good. You don't have to.
And unfortunately was just about made that right-hand turn, and unfortunately just couldn't get to the crest of the hill for it to roll down into the pits. So our safety officials will get him in there. And this gives us also the opportunity to choose for the first time. Here we've got the choose cone, the virtual choose cone on the front straightaway, and your front 3 cars are all taking the inside as Mahalik will be the first car to jump to the top side. Here we start on the front row of this one.
And that's going to put Steve Prusnell up in a transfer spot right now as well.
Interesting choices with 6
Very
remaining.
interesting choices. All right, 14 and 6 to go. Your lineup on the track is Clarity Patton in the 22, Rich Mahalik in the 11, Zach Johnson in the 21, Steve Prusnell in the 42, Jim Dorman in the 89, Cole Marr in the 36. Top 4 advance to your A main. And they'll head over to that M&K Truck Center restart zone. And they fire off, green flags back out.
And with a good start, already a few car lengths out in front of the 21 machine is Zach Johnson.
Yeah, Prusnell not able to capitalize in the 42, but ooh, Dorman and Mahalik very close together off of turn 4.
Yeah, them two, Michael, and they collect each other going into turns 1 and 2. And caution comes out immediately. I was just going to say the 3rd and 4th place cars may determine whether or not Prusnell sitting at 5th will get into the feature the way or to the A main based on how they were driving each other that last half a lap. And by golly, it came to fruition over there in turns 1 and 2. Oh, well, here we go. 5 laps remain here in this B main. Last chance qualifier.
Cole Marr already on the move to the inside of Steve Prusnell, trying to steal away that last transfer spot. So far has been able to. Zach Johnson gets to the back bumper of Mahalik, who's hanging on to the 2nd spot. Mahalik goes a little wide off of turn 4, but a big defensive move to the inside as we have 4 laps to go. Clarity Patton right now, though, looking like she's just about on cruise control.
And I appreciate the Robert Dupree reference there as cruise away, or steal away rather, as they continue here. 3 to go and no one stepping out of line. Final transfer spot belonging to that 36 of Cole Marr.
2 laps to go now as we get back to the line. Oh no! Big smoke out of the 89 of Dorman. Caution flag out. Well, at least he got right up to the concrete. Oh boy.
We just, yeah, nothing wants to stay together here today. It was steal away, by the way. That was something with that reference. But yeah, the 89 Jim Dorman, unfortunately, the night will be finished 2 laps shy of the conclusion here. And we still have
2 laps.
Please keep your coat on.
Well, the car is fired. That's
Yeah, that's a good sign. And the safety trucks have left the area.
Rich Mahalik over there in the 11 waving for something. He might. I mean, he needed a push when he stalled out when he spun.
Oh, I see why we needed our safety official. I see the T-shirt gun getting operated on. That's our ectoplasma gun. We're going to be.
Is that a Ghostbusters reference?
It absolutely is. Couple cars here that need the friendly shove. You're shy.
They can't start while everyone's looking. Everybody look away. They're embarrassed.
Uh-oh. Looks like Prusnell may be going right to the pits. It looked like that was the hand signal I just saw on the 42. So this keeps happening. And if the 11's going to get the hook, we're going to have our 4 cars. And that would mean the 68 would get locked in. All he's got to do is make 2 laps.
Well, he's still got his hand out the window like he doesn't necessarily want the hook.
Well, it looks like they got both sides covered here, depending on which option.
Oh, wait.
Oh, boy. Mahalik. They get the lift and separate.
Yeah, they're taking the hood pins out, so I think, fortunately, going to be done for the 11 car.
Looks like we got our 4 cars. So yeah, this is interesting here. If Personnel were to get that car fired up back on the track,
He would.
that 68 still a lap down, so Personnel is still on the lead lap until we throw the green.
What do we have for time?
What? We're trying to check in the pits here to see if there's any movement around the Personnel car, whether or not there is any hope that it's going to come back out. Because again, that 60 with that 68 being a lap down, Personnel is still technically in that 4th spot.
Yeah, it won't be another lap until he is. Officially out of it. So, in the interest of fairness, we got to run those last 2 laps. Right? Oh, okay. The 42 has retired from the event
Okay.
officially, so we are down to our last 4.
Okay. Well, that's what we were waiting for, to see if the 42 was officially retired, and that is indeed the case. So the guy they thought he was just going to hang around the back end of the field as a street stock is going to move into the main event. So the 68 of Robert Stewart will be the final car to move into the main event, assuming he passes tech. And your winner is going to be Clarity Patton in the 22. Zach Johnson. And what was their last car? Colmar. I mean, so Clarity Patton will get the win in this last chance qualifier. 48 years of age, out of South Lyon, Varsity Automotive Group, Varsity Lincoln, Varsity Ford of Ann Arbor, and Sunny Media, Farmington Hills, all helping out in that 22. Brand new car, she puts it in victory lane for the last chance qualifier, and she'll get the dance for 50 more. How about it for Clarity Patton? 50 laps. Good payday for these late model sportsmen as they work their way out on the playing surface. And this is how their schedule line up. Boy, this guy on the pole has won the last 2 nights in the late models down at the Kalamazoo Speedway. He's going to start on the pole. Jared Blanchard in car 28 out of Otsego. Alongside him in car number 24 out of Jackson, it's Aaron Taylor. In row number 2, it's the 0 from Grayville, Indiana, Tony Dager. And the Hall of Famer, Michigan Motorsports Hall of Famer out of Brownstown in car number 69, that's Ron Allen.
Nice.
Race Bible in car number 8, inside row number 3, and your defending champion in car number 1 from Muskegon, that's Jonathan Beach. Lane Head out of Middleville in car number 15 and row number 4, Tanner Jack, if I remember correctly, the blue number 41.
No,
Tanner's
Tanner's
the
orange
orange one. Hunter, because it would normally be orange, would be the opposite. So Hunter Jack and the blue number 41, both out of Auburn. Doug Littigat is going to be on the outside of row number 5 in the 71 out of Romulus. Buddy Head, he's got to win this season in the 46. Will be alongside Dan Leak out of Birch Run in car 26. Eric McLaughlin in car 68 from Three Rivers, and Chris Munson's number 3 make up row number 7. Dylan Stovall had a top 10 effort at Berlin, and Billy Luckhurst in the 5.59 tonight. And then your drivers that made their way in from the last chance qualifier.
Yeah, it looks like the 71 of Douglas Littigat, unfortunately, moving to the back of the field, has having some issues with the car, worried that he may not make it to the finish, so wants to make sure he gets his start pay and can make a graceful retreat.
So Clarity Patton, the winner of that last chance qualifier in the field, as well as Cole Marr, the 68 of Robert Stewart, and Zach Johnson in car 21.
So 50 laps will be the distance here, 20 cars starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your parade lap for your late model Sportsmen. They're gonna go 50 fast. So let them know you appreciate it. Give the big Owosso high as they make their way down the front straightaway.
All right, 50 laps the distance as we head off towards turn number 3. Jared Blanchard and Aaron Taylor on the front row. Logan McCaslin with the green flag at the ready. Off at turn 4, green flag's out. Here we go.
Big money on the line as they work their way back for the first time here. And it's going to be that 24 machine of Aaron Taylor taking the early lead. Blanchard back to second. Then it's the 69 currently there. That's Ron Allen in third. And the 0 of Tony Dager.
And Roger, this one is a non-points event, a late addition to the schedule. Non-points event, the only thing on the line here is pride and a payday.
Oh, and there's a spin. Munson in the 3. A lazy turnabout in turn number 3 for car number 3. Not sure if there was contact or not. Looking here, we're about a half lap behind here on the live feed. But Munson back underway. Oh, it looked like maybe he was trying to avoid getting into the inside car there. It must have been the... Looked like maybe the 24 car, or the 21 possibly. And that car just, Munson went around. Something with the 28. Blanchard a little bit off the pace as well, coming to a stop on the back straightaway. So wondering if, well, if Munson just locked up the left front or not. Doesn't seem to be trying to advance any positions. Makes me think he may have done that on his own. Looks like the 69 also coming to a stop. Ron Allen, the multi-time Flat Rock champion. As he's back underway. Okay, field ready to go. We had one full circuit scored. We've given the scorer's hand a little ice, and it's ready for the final 49. Here they come.
So Tony Dager in that 0 car hanging with Taylor on the restart. He's a regular at the Angola Motorsport Speedway, a track that's very similar in configuration to the Owosso Speedway. In fact, he went testing there a couple days ago to get a feel for it on a similar layout. And Tony Dager's got a lot of wins at Angola and could be in a pretty good position here as he runs second. But John Beach in that $ car already up to third.
Yeah, Dager's already putting the pressure on the back end of that 24. Taylor, I think Dager is definitely faster here if he can get around that 24. I was going to say when he was on the outside that I would think you'd have to have a lot of laps here to be comfortable running the high side here, but you explained that before I had a chance to ask the question.
Tanner Jack, that orange number 41 up in the mix as well, Roger.
Always is. Both the Jack cars always seem to be inside the top 5. Unfortunately, a lot of times they get snake bitten by some late race incidences that take them out. Right now in the early going, yeah, they're marching their way to the front.
Got a father-son duo getting ready to battle for 5th, though. Lane Head has the position. His dad, Buddy, wants the position.
Boy, Blanchard is falling right out of the mix. He's just about holding on to the top 10 as Allen's going to go by. Both those cars have dropped back incredibly since the start of this race as they're battling for 9th and 10th, while the front half of the field's threatening to pull away in a single file formation.
26 of Dan Leake working around the 28. That he was a late arrival, only got a couple laps at the very end of our last practice session in that Steve Ponitowski machine. Was able to put up a good enough time to lock himself into the A main.
Jack going to be the first one to try the top side. Looks high side of the $ of Beach. Cannot get it done. Falls back in line. He's got a head right behind him in car 15. Both heads actually right there. Lane Head and Buddy Head running in the 5th and 6th positions. So you got both Jacks in there and both heads in this lead group with 10 complete.
Aaron Taylor, he'll race just about anything this year. He's got a win down at Springport in a street stock. He's won a couple races here in the modified. Hops behind the wheel of Damon Place's late model Sportsmen and looks to be in a pretty good position here so far in the opening stages of this one.
Well, your pole sitter still struggling. Is now Beach going to step out of line? He's going to look to the inside of Dager now for the 2nd spot as they head out of turn number 2. Beach to the inside, the outside to Dager. Will he have room to go underneath the 24? He won't. It stays a side-by-side battle for the top spin. Turn 2. Colmar goes around in car 36.
So Colmar, one of the drivers that transferred in from our B main, unfortunately facing the wrong way over in turn number 2.
And he was running at the back of the pack. I was starting to mention before that battle for 2nd spot there between Beach and Dager started to happen that your pole sitter, again, who just won back-to-back features down at Kalamazoo, which is no easy place to win, struggling mightily as he's gone from the front row to the last car on the lead lap. Rough night for Blanchard, who had high hopes heading into this evening's Mar back underway. Set to go, we've got 12 laps complete.
Oh, I'm sorry, real quick. I got to thank Jenny Warning, not Ryan Warning, for fixing our lineup as the green flag is out. And Taylor gets right out to the front. Tony Dager's really been digging on that outside.
He has. That's why I was wondering how he was so confident to do that up there, because we haven't seen a lot of drivers that come here periodically be that willing to be put themselves out on that high side. Even our regulars have a hard time with that.
Well, you know, sometimes you can't see the forest for the trees, and sometimes it takes an outside perspective. And right now, Tony Dager, maybe not setting the world on fire up there, but he's making some progress, I think.
The Beach will move off to 2nd, although Dager trying to take it back. Well, I tell you, 24 now rotating through that corner, and here comes Jonathan Beach to the inside. This could be a 3-car battle. Before you know it, it could be a 5-car battle. Here comes Jax, here comes Head.
And now Beach and Taylor side by side down the back straightaway. Off into turn number 4. Beach has about a fender advantage in 3, but Taylor keeping it wound up on the outside. No, Beach is going to lead at the line. 41 1/1000ths of a second.
Great battle, top 4 positions now as Taylor Jack going to take that. All he did there for a second. Dager able to go to the apex of that 3 and 4 and got some real estate, but he's going to lose that battle as Tanner Jack has taken the 3rd spot.
Beach now definitively out in front. Taylor 2nd, Tanner Jack 3rd. Battle on the track for 4th as Tony Dager still trying to make that outside groove work, but now continues to fall back as Buddy Head gets ahead in the 46, moves ahead of Dager.
Gotta think Dager's using up a lot of tire running up there.
Tanner Jack, the orange 41, now takes a peek to the inside of the 24 and Taylor for 2nd, but now has to fend off Buddy Head in the 46 on the outside.
Oh boy, 24 was all out of shape. Taylor was.
That was a big moment.
Oh, now Buddy Head with a big moment as well. He's going to lose that 4th spot because here comes Hunter Jack.
We're working our way closer to the halfway point. John Beach now decidedly out in front as Jack and Taylor still continue to battle for 2nd. Then the other Jack and Buddy Head battling for 4th.
And Tanner Jack now has cleared Taylor. Now he's got his eyes set on trying to track down the dollar sign of Jonathan Beach. Here comes Hunter Jack, bottom side, trying to get around the 24 of Taylor as well. Taylor now starting to fall back.
Hunter Jack up to 3rd in that blue number 41. Former champion of the ASA CRA Super Series. Oh, caution on the speedway. Oh, 21 is Zach Johnson facing the wrong way over in turn number 2.
And he was running 17th at the time. One of those drivers that fought their way in through, lasted all the way through the end of that last chance qualifier.
Aaron Taylor's still hanging on to that 4th spot. Despite, looks like the handle went away on that car pretty aggressively.
Yeah. And everybody there in the top 5 kind of went back and forth as far as inside, outside for the restart. Beach on the inside, Tanner Jack on the outside, Hunter Jack inside row 2, Buddy Head outside row 2. Then Taylor and Dager actually took the top side, following Buddy Head through, so that picks him up at least a position here. See if he can make some hay with that on this restart. He does have a couple of drivers that can work that top side pretty good here at Owosso Speedway. So we'll see if that works out for Dager in that 0 car as we're set to go again in this main event.
Well, Tanner Jack immediately to the back of the 1 car. Buddy Head going to try to take advantage on the outside. Oh, contact between Jack and Beach. Almost pushes Beach up into Buddy Head.
And they're going to bump again.
Still.
And this is what we've seen. Now we've got a parking lot in turns 1 and 2 with Beach and the Jacks again being aggressive. And now we got a whole bunch of cars involved in that skirmish. And we're going to have to probably stop the field here and sort things out. But some aggressive racing here. Just at the halfway point is one of the Jacks going to pull alongside Beach. You might get to see some hand signals back and forth there if you're just to the right of the flag stand. Bad damage on the front end of Tanner Jack's machine. He pulls to the pits. Couple of taps on the back bumper raised some blood pressures. And we'll see how this is going to get called up, but boy, a lot of cars get damaged in this one, and a lot of them inside the top 5.
So the orange 41 of Tanner Jack is assessed with the caution. So he already left the track. So we'll kind of go with what we have here. And oh, we're choosing this time.
Oh, well, I was...
Surprise.
No, I couldn't see the other flag. There is. So Buddy Head was going to start on the outside, the front row. Jonathan Beach going to be alongside. Again, non-points night, but you got your former champion and got a guy that's already won a feature in the late model sportsman so far this season in Buddy Head. And he's already had some laps tonight before this one. Then you've got Hunter Jack in the 41, Dager in the 0. That's front 2 rows.
Field speeds up, slows down.
Looks like Race Bible did make his way back out in car number 8, so he's tagged onto the tail of the field for your Race Bible fans.
I would say we probably have a lot of Bible fans out there, Roger.
Buddy Head trying to take that top spot away down the back straightaway. Beach on the inside. Slight advantage goes to Head. Here they come out of turn number 4. Buddy Head able to clear. Here comes the other 41 of Hunter Jack. Look to the inside of Beach. They go back to nose to tail. Taylor wants to get back involved. Oh boy. Beach to the inside for the lead, Chris.
Oh, this is a tremendous 3-car battle at the front of the field. Head to the outside of Beach. Jack looking to take it 3 wide, perhaps. Beach tries to fend off the charge. He still leads.
Wow, pucker value just went up as Buddy Head, Jonathan Beach, Tanner Jack, or Hunter Jack rather, and Taylor, your top 4, still duking it out.
Dan Leake breaking into the top 5 and closing in on your top 4. He could potentially make a move on Taylor here as Buddy Head continues to hold the lead. Led that last lap by 4/1000ths of a second. And looks like it will be a little less close this time as Middleville, Michigan's Buddy Head leads off into turn number 1.
And Dan Leake started back in the 12th position. He's up to 5th in that number 26 car, trying to have some fun up with your leaders. He's right behind Taylor, who sits in 4th.
Well, if this were a normal Saturday night feature, we'd be within 9 laps of the finish. But it's the M&K Truck Center Invitational. We still have 18 laps left now as they get back to the line. Battle for second between Hunter Jack and John Beach. You got to wonder if maybe he's holding on to some of his brother's feelings there for him.
He's not afraid to get to that quarter panel.
Oh, he's there. He's more than there. Now they're side by side off at turn 2 down the back straightaway. Beach and Jack still duking it out for position.
And Hunter takes that second spot away from Beach. Back there in the 6th position, Stovall trying to grab another spot in that number 24 machine. He started back in 15th.
And Stovall's had a pretty big week himself.
Yes, he has.
Started out on Wednesday over at the Berlin Raceway. Started towards the front of the field in the Money in the Bank 250.
I believe he ended up at the top 10 finish there. Buddy Head starting to extend that lead. Last time by was 0.8 of a second. As he continues to lead, Jack, Beach, Taylor, and now here comes Leake taking that 4th position away.
And he decidedly has that position now as he sets his sights on the top 3. Battle still going on for second though as Beach and Jack still jockeying for position. Hunter Jack has the position. John Beach running in his wake.
1.1 second advantage for Buddy Head in car 40. Oh, he blew up! And the caution flag is out as Buddy Head blows up down the front straightaway. And it got hot till it was not. And moisture all down the front straightaway as Buddy Head, who seemed to be cruising his way to a possible victory, and it all went away. He'll get the one to go signal. Let's see if we can't get these 11 laps in, although that front row is a little intriguing.
They've been, what's the best way to say it? Super friendly all season long.
You mean like Hatfields and McCoys?
Yeah, friendly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so Jack will lead him into turn 3. 11 laps still on the board off of turn 4. Green flag's out.
Boy, Hunter Jack got a good start on that one, and Beach not going to be able to do anything with it for now. Boy, Leak was to the inside, had to give room there for Beach to get into that lower line. As they come by, nose to tail, 10 to go. Beach has some room to the inside, but oh no, he's going to put the nose down to the bottom line, forcing Jack to have to stay up in that middle groove. Again, not able to do anything. Now Jack able to pull away some.
Yeah, it's going to be a great battle there for 5th as Dylan Stovall gets inside of McLaughlin. He'll take the position. Potential for a pretty solid weekend for the week for the 24 car as Hunter Jack continues to drive away in the 41.
I mean, Dylan Stovall 15th.
Oh.
Caution is out. Oh, we got problems over at turns 3 and 4. And although all cars are rolling, the caution flag waves.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Just checking, maybe thinking there's moisture again. I don't know. Here is. Look like all the cars continue to roll. We try again. Little brake checking going on through this field as let's see how this one pans out. They get to the restart zone, and again, an interesting start there as Jack trying to lead him out of turn 2, but Beach right there. They're wheel to wheel down the back straightaway. Beach with a quarter panel out front, not any longer. Jack able to take the clearing. He'll lead him by himself coming out of turn number 2. Then it's Beach, Leak, Stovall, and Taylor. Your top 5, they're threatening to pull away. 5 to go this time.
Problems for the 8 Race Bible. He's off the pace.
Oh, he's throwing some smoke there, so hopefully he hasn't dropped any fluid. Race continues. We're inside, 5 to go. 4 left in this one.
No signs of any slip sliding around. Oh,
Caution is out.
and Bible stopped at the top at 2.
Ah.
Well, that's gonna end it. We've hit our time limit. Checkered flag is out.
So that will hand the lead, or rather the win, to Hunter Jack in a marathon of an event. Looks like maybe some fire out the front end of the Race Bible machine as they put the flame out.
Well, for an action-packed race, a bit of an inauspicious ending. But nonetheless, he's a former champion of the ASA CRA Super Series and picks up the win tonight. He'll head to victory lane Gross Construction Victory Lane.
Well, it might be a moment here as field having to cool down, maybe take a lap or two before they can get in the pits. But Hunter Jack down here in Victory Lane, they'll get a nice checker flag courtesy of Top Speed Motorsports, as well as a big payday. He's also going to be drawing for the 50-50 winner here tonight as he picks up the win. Hunter Jack, ladies and gentlemen, out of the car. First of all, I got to give you this because I'm running out of hands. Congratulations on the run there, boy. You saw a lot of things in that feature event. Anything you'd like to say about what was going on?
Yeah, a lot of tough racing out there, a lot of hard racing. I was just trying to be patient there behind them couple guys that were getting into it. Unfortunate for my brother there, he was in a good spot as well. And then unfortunate for Buddy Head there, he had a fast car. So we just lucked out tonight, and we were in a good spot, and I was just trying to be smooth. But pretty cool to pick up a win here at Owosso Speedway. They're doing a lot of things right.
Well, we appreciate you making a long tow up here and being a part of the show. You guys seem to be fast each and every week. You had yet to seal the deal, and you finally got her done tonight.
Yeah, we had a lot of bad luck here to start the season. I hope it's starting to pick up for us. We're making a run in the right direction. So pretty cool to win here tonight.
How about thanking those sponsors?
Yeah, definitely. I got to thank Colormaster Incorporated, Van Dorn Racing Development, McGonigal Engine Performance, Jim and Barb Lambert, Napa M&S Auto Parts, and Hartman Auto Body. And then my crew back there for busting their butts, my dad, my mom, my brother, everyone that helps out. It's a team effort for sure.